Greetings and salutations. I just kind of wanted to talk just a little bit about, what's going on in Ferguson, and how people have responded to the police and how they're saying, that there's no real community orientation, I guess, between the police officers and the natural citizens. Now, some people will contend that there is no such thing as racial profiling or anything like that. I would have to disagree, and I'm not saying based off of what happened in Ferguson or anything actually that I saw on TV. This would actually come directly from my own personal experiences. I've been pulled over before by the police for no apparent reason, and when I say no apparent reason, I can give you an example. I got pulled over. Officer pulls me over and told me that the Buick that I was driving had a plate on it that matched a Nissan Sentra. Now, clearly, I know that this is not true. So he ran my plate. After he ran the plate, it came back to me, to my Buick, and I said to the officer, "Oh, so I guess this is just one big misunderstanding." So the officer proceeded to tell me to shut the F up. And do I know how many calls go over this radio? You'll fit the description to one of them. Now, I'm wondering, why are we still even talking? Like, after you ran the plate and everything came back. And, at that point, I just kind of monitored the situation, looked at his badge, and, just kind of seeing what it was going to really hit for. And, the officer was nice enough to search my vehicle and not find any drugs and allow me to go home. So, I mean, I appreciate, the fact that, I didn't get shot or anything like that. But the thing is that nobody should ever go into a routine traffic stop or be racially profiled, I guess, and even have to have the thought of the police officer arresting them or anything like that. It should simply be professional business. I pulled you over for XYZ. I'd like your driver's license, registration, and you talk about what the charge is. You get the ticket, and you sign it, and you leave. So I mean, that is not the only instance where I've gotten harassed or, racially profiled. But it's an ongoing thing, I think, with black people, African American males in particular. I don't think that it happens a lot to women, but I will tell you, I'm fully confident that if I got pulled over and the officer tells me some BS, that I was, I didn't use a turn signal when I clearly did, or whatever, I'm pretty sure that it's kind of a racially profiling type of deal. So, I mean, I think that, across, like, just globally, this is something that, we have to deal with. And I think the statement of, a black man must go to jail in order to become a man is almost becoming something that's actually true in nature, and that's unfortunate. But I think that every black man, every black male will have a police encounter at some point. And you can think about history in itself. There's been cases where law enforcement officers were racially profiled. So I mean, I think that this is something that is not able to be swept under the rug, and it should be talked about. It should be addressed. It should be hit head on. I don't think that no one should be arrested or harassed based off of skin sin or anything else that is not legitimate in a court of law. And and at the same time, I think that officers need to be a little bit more professional in their stance. I don't think that, if you drop an F-bomb on me, I don't think that that's being quite professional and true in nature. These officers should be retrained. They need to be able to be taught respect. I don't think that, the president of the United States would look professional if he was on TV and said, good morning, my fellow Americans. How the F do you feel today? I mean, so why would that be acceptable for any government officer to do? But those are my thoughts. And I think that this is what amounts to the ongoing frustration between the black community and the police department. It's sad. And, I think that as time will go on, we'll just deal with more and more of this type of stuff. So this is probably not going to be the last time. This may be the largest time, but this definitely won't be the last. But I'm sure that it does curb the appetite to want to do this type of injustice. So, signing off.